before this one, as I said, it was quite elaborate. They were going to put in, around the outside, 75 different shops in total. So, which would be quite interesting if they had built it. And on the inside then, you'd have stalls for traders. The whole thing would be blocked off as well with various entrances in. There'd be railings around it. Now, this was the only one also that was costed in any great detail. And this is what they estimated the whole thing would cost to buy out the owners of the properties. 5,700. And again for the buildings, internal and external for the buildings. So they're spending over £9,700 in total in buying out the whole area. Selling the old materials, selling the building material at £350, and they expected then, they hoped that the corporation would donate £1,500 as a grant. Now that would leave a shortfall. Now they had worked out as well the possible income from all of this, and they estimated that they'd have a yearly income of £550. So we're talking about paying off that in about 14 years if they had accepted it. However, once that was proposed to the people of Waterford, in early 1842, another meeting of the citizens to consider the whole matter. No decision was taken, and nobody, I presume, was prepared to put up the £7,859, and I don't think the corporation either were in a position to give a grant of £1,500. Later in 1842, the old corporation disappeared, and a new corporation was elected, as I said, with the first Catholic mayor, Thomas Marr. The proposals for all of this were consigned to the archives and were never implemented. However, from time to time, over the next number of years, it was resurrected every now and then. This was a proposal from 1881, again very like the original one, to build a market here. It would also involve widening High Street here on both sides, and there they'd have a part of the market here, part on the other side here. Again, that was a proposal in 1881. Well, never acted on. Whether it was good or bad, I don't know. The city centre remained, that's the area we talk about, that's Peter Street here. Now the quality of this aerial photograph isn't great. It dates from the 1960s. You can see Peter Street here. The corner building here is where is now originally Burton's, going up Patrick Street. The area here is High Street. So we talk about this area here where the present day City Square is. By 1949, Coot Lane was blocked up by the corporation, and that was it. The other area we talked about was, of course, back in the Barron Strand Street area. As time went on, those islands of houses we mentioned, they were demolished in the 1850s. By 1859, we had more or less the layout of the city centre as we know it today. So it wasn't done. Again, talking about what if it was done? If it was done, I suppose we wouldn't have had this. Perhaps most important of the scholarly publications that have come out of Waterford in the last number of years. The excavations in the Peter Street, High Street area where City Square is now. Because eventually, of course, the City Square shopping centre, as we know it was, developed between the late 80s and the early 90s. All of you probably remember the building works that seem to have gone on forever. But the excavations that took place there before the actual centre was built were perhaps the most important in any Irish urban city, in any Irish urban area, and the result was this. And of course, the other result is that upstairs we have quite a lot of stuff that came out of there. I'm not sure if that would have happened if the 1841 proposal went ahead. So the story of that shopping centre, as they say in all the best stories, of course, in all the best books, they say, well, that's another story. I suppose in a way you could say, what we have now is this, and that's history. Thank you all very much.